If you had something against a black man, you should handle it with a black man in the streets. WACK said 100 times he was gonna take my contracts. He working with the FBI. The FBI went to the city 3 days in a row and told the city they didn't want nobody to give me no more money. They went to all the different celebrities and told all the different celebrities, don't give me no money, don't help me, don't do nothing for me. They going around scaring and intimidating everybody. But y'all sitting it around getting people in trouble. Like y'all don't understand what the FBI do to black men who try to help their community. I ain't been nothing but a help to our community. But I guess it is what it is. This the price of being black and trying to help somebody, trying to help your community.
GS Street is done, and I'm back with another video. What's going on, chat? Big U is in some trouble, chat. Let's get into the content, man. We got Poetic Flacco with the content. Shout out Poetic Flacco for the great content. It's GS Street is done. Like, comment, subscribe. Keep good vibes. Make sure you guys comment below. Down below, up under this video. Make sure you guys comment below. Let's get into the content. Let's see what's going on.
Today has been a nightmare for Big U. The superseding indictment just dropped, which we'll discuss shortly, and WACK100 has officially announced he's going after Big U for false statements Big U made against him.
He never mentioned, only nigga mentioned my name is Big U when he turned himself in, and I wasn't gonna do it, but now I'm a bookie. I'm going at him for everything he got on, whatever it is. I'm going to get it. Now I'm going to book him. I gave the nigga a chance to clear that up. Remember when he turned himself in, he said,
yeah,
WACK100 is the reason why the feds is looking for me? Okay, well, nigga, we didn't see 1 million pages of paperwork.
The morning the feds brought the Rolling 60 RICO, everybody got picked up early in the morning. Brick Baby got picked up early that morning. Loose Cannon got picked up. Big U was the only person who didn't get picked up because Big U was tipped off the feds was coming, and he essentially left his home and escaped. So they didn't know where he was. Now, Big U ultimately turned himself in later that day, but before he turned himself in, he filmed a video. That's the video WACK100 is referring to when he says he gave Big U about 1.5 years to clear up that video where Big U said that WACK100 is responsible for his arrest or WACK100 was cooperating. WACK says that video is absolutely false.
So this is gonna probably be my last video. I'm gonna go turn myself in to see what's going on. They talking about I'm a fugitive. So they just raided all my houses. 600 was actually with the police when they raided my house. And he's actually got video and footage of it. So y'all know what y'all dealing with. And I just want to say this to y'all. When they raided my houses and my property, they was asking about WACK. WACK, Loose Cannon, 600, and this internet stuff. All of y'all filed. All y'all who be sending shit around the internet, all y'all who be promoting and listening to what they're saying.
Okay, child, I remember this video. This the day he turned himself in. He was mad, so he got over here and he started saying, WACK is the reason he went to jail. 600 was out there with the cops recording and all that when they hit his house, but he wasn't at home. Things of that sort.
All y'all giving these likes and hidden likes, all y'all supporting this. All y'all guilty of this shit. If you had something against a black man, you should handle it with a black man in the streets. WACK said 100 times he was gonna take my contracts. He working with the FBI. The FBI went to the city 3 days in a row and told the city they didn't want nobody to give me no more money. They went to all the different celebrities and told all the different celebrities, don't give me no money, don't help me, don't do nothing for me. They going around scaring and intimidating everybody. But y'all sitting it around getting people in trouble. Like y'all don't understand what the FBI do to black men who try to help their community. I ain't been nothing but a help to our community. But I guess it is what it is. This the price of being black and trying to help somebody, trying to help your community and do what you can. You just guilty because somebody else don't like you and then go on the internet and do what the they want to and y'all gonna promote it.
Here's what's interesting. That video was actually used at one of Big U's court dates. And during the hearing, the feds said Big U mentioning Loose Cannon and Brick Baby in that video was foul, right? Because, you know, Loose Cannon and Brick Baby are his co-defendants, so he was trying to scare Brick Baby and Loose Cannon out of cooperating. But that came later on in the video. You guys didn't really see it in that clip. But they also brought up the fact that Big U was claiming that 600 and WACK100 essentially was cooperating or orchestrated this raid. The Fed says that was not true, right? The Fed said they didn't have any contact with WACK100 or 600 about Big U, right? 600 was driving by the house, according to them, like any other person. They didn't coordinate with 600 to come by the house or drive by the house while the raid was going on already. They debunked that in court. But the reason why I believe WACK100 is more motivated right now to actually go after Big U or sue is because of the superseding indictment, right? Once that indictment comes out, the original statements that Big U made that WACK100 believes is false 100%, WACK is saying, well, those statements is giving more credence to these new rumors that are circulating, trying to tie WACK100 to the superseding indictment. And he believes that Big U's original statement has caused damage to his reputation because WACK is saying he didn't need to do anything, right? The people who actually got Big U in jail is Big U himself and, his homies, right? His homies who are currently cooperating against them, who he essentially tried to kill while in prison.
See, Big U had been pulled in by the feds twice prior to that.
Yeah, well, I was
June
reading,
of 2023.
I was reading the overt acts, and apparently they already had a wiretap up on him because the day after they have an intercepted call, the day after the murder. So it must have been up already.
Bro, he had already been pulled into custody twice. He never told nobody. It's in the paperwork. June of 2023, they pulled him in for DNA testing. Pulled him over, cuffed him up, took him to the feds. Then he got snatched back again August of 2023. Right? He had already been pulled in twice. If the feds done pulled you in twice for DNA testing and for fraud, wire fraud, what the fuck you mean you don't know why the feds want you?
In our last video, we discussed how Big U recently got charged in a superseding indictment for paying inmates to murder one of the potential witnesses. Now, the inmates never did it, right? They got caught before they could, but WACK will lay out a theory where WACK will say that he believes that the potential witness and the inmates that Big U, quote unquote, paid was working together all along to get Big U entrapped.
Hey, by the way, I remember a lot of people, especially there was a couple people on this stream that was like, man, why WACK make up this fake ass story? Look like the government believe it somewhat.
I believe that's one of his homeboys using that, bro. Because
is everybody just telling on each other in this case? Like, look like everybody's just telling on each other.
I told you 8 months ago, it's 60 and 70 of his homies talking.
Nah, stop WACK.
I tell you,
60 and 70 sounds wild, bro.
Bro, over 5 years, you know how big that nigga neighborhood is?
Yeah, but you think 60 people are snitching? Come on, bro.
Nigga, what?
60 people from Rolling 60.
Go to your thing and pull up Rolling 60 Crips, the area map of their neighborhood. It never happened.
Oh, did you read this new superseding indictment? I wonder if anything gives you.
We read it. Listen, we knew about the witness tampering a month ago.
Really? Yeah, because I also seen that. It says that he was knowingly attempted to intimidate, threaten, and corrupt the process. And they're saying that he threatened to kill.
Yeah, they talking about Monster, the dude, the one he was extorting.
Oh, so
yeah, so it's supposed to be 2 Bloods. I believe Monster set the nigga up personally, and the 2 Bloods for a time cut. 2 Bloods, Big U supposed to got with 2 Bloods who said they can get the Monster. Monster's in the hole. I keep telling y'all, Big U's a dummy. So he allegedly told him he paid the niggas $1,000 apiece to unalive this nigga.
Wow.
So I don't know if they tracking the payments. I believe Monster and the 2 Bloods is all part of a federal scheme. The feds ain't gonna tell you that. They let Big U talk to the nigga, make a payment, and then they booked him. That's why they put him in a hole. He was in a hole by the month. He just got out the hole. That's what he was in a hole for.
They're not offering Big U any deals right now. I doubt they'll offer Big U any deals. Big U is, I think, almost 60, if not 60 years old plus. Yo, if I'm Big U, bro, I'm figuring out, bro, how can I get a deal? Now, unfortunately for Big U, he is facing murders and RICO charges, so the best deal he could probably get is like 40 years. If I'm Big U, I'll take the 40 years, try to stay in good health, and hopefully I make it to 100 years old, man. there's no chance you're beating this at all. Like at all. Bro, even if you beat the RICO and the murder charges, let's say miraculously, all the crimes you did in prison is probably going to amount to a solid 15 years. Right? Murder for hire, 15 years. Among the other things big you have, like contraband, right? Like those times is adding up. You 60 years old. Bro, 15, 20 years, that's damn near a life sentence. In our last video, we discussed certain details about an altercation that the feds claim that Big U had with Future at an airport. However, what we didn't touch on was the other aggravating things that the feds claim that Big U did to Future. Those things are 1,000% worse than whatever airport altercation or loud talking they did at the airport. What the feds claim happened to Future at the hands of Big U is, bro, it's outrageous.
Defendant Henley approached Future, a Grammy-winning recording artist, in order to collect money from a Detroit associate. In or around 2014, after Future refused to pay and ceased answering Henley's calls, defendant Henley and his associates, now this is where it's going to get a little bit dicey, because we've heard the story from WACK, and WACK has continually said, it was just me and Big U. It was just only us in the airport. However, they're now saying Henley and associates. So in a sort of way, I don't know if they're referring to WACK, but dicey. Anyway, defendant Henley and his associates committed violence against Future, and Future's associates and security. Oh, no, never mind. Never mind. This is not the airport. Sorry. This is not the airport yet. So they're saying Future didn't pay. He didn't want to pay, and he stopped answering the calls. So Henley and his associates committed violence against him and his associates and security. So it looked like they were putting pressure on and pain on Future and Future security. So even when Future has security, it wasn't stopping. Which, by the way, this also, WACK mentioned this as well. Future Club Crips fight. Shit. Yes, Future and Ciara attacked by the Rolling 60s at an LA nightclub. Right here. This is what was being talked about. Okay? So this is what it was talked about. Let's go. Here we go. Oh, this domain is gone. Okay, we'll just read from here. Ciara and her boyfriend Future didn't get a chance to celebrate her sexy show-stopping performance at the BET Awards Sunday night. While the couple partied at West Hollywood Greystone Manor, a group of gang members allegedly tried to attack Future over unpaid debt. Future, whose real name is Nevadius Cash, allegedly skipped out on the club performance he'd already been paid for. Future bodyguards stepped in before the gang members were able to get a hold of Future. But a member of Future's security team was badly injured in the scuffle. Ciara and Future was rushed out the side door, while the bodyguard was rushed to a local Los Angeles hospital. He's in stable condition. Greystone Manor was shut down because of the incident. It said they committed violence against him and his associates in security for failing to show respect and pay money. In or around, so it looked like that was a debt for an unpaid show, right? In or around 2014, a few days after Henley and his associates stomped out NDC, which is Future. So damn, Future was a victim. They were beating the brakes off of Future.
The feds be lying, bro. Do I believe this? No. Yo, you can't take the feds' word for anything. Yo, we seen what the feds is currently doing with Lil Durk. Now, it makes for a cool story, right? That the Rolling 60s were stomping out Future on the floor. But what I think happened from my perspective, I think the feds caught somebody on a wiretap or got somebody to start talking. And when people talk about certain details or certain altercations, they tend to exaggerate, right? Because obviously the feds didn't get this from Future nor Big U. They got this from probably one of Big U homies who were there present, who probably engaged in what type of chase down a Future. And then they called somebody else and started to exaggerate. Oh, yeah, bro. Oh, man, listen, man, when we caught Future, bro, we stomped him out. Oh, yeah, we did it. Right, when in fact, probably all they did was have a conversation with him, or they missed Future and got the bodyguard. It's simple as that, bro. No, I don't think Future was getting stomped out by the Rolling 60s. I just don't think so. If that happened, we would have known about it a long time ago. And also, too, Future rock with a lot of bloods in LA County. Like, Future rock with CEO Wacko. Like, I don't feel like Big U will violate Future in that fashion if Future is under the tutelage of CEO Wacko. That's just my perspective, though. Right? But, y'all let me know in the comment section what y'all think about this, okay? Bro, I think it's burnt turkey crisp for like Big U, bro. It's over with, man. Y'all let me know in the comment section what y'all think. If you're still watching this video and you want to watch another good video, click on this video right here somewhere on my screen, somewhere here, or here, somewhere on my screen to find out why exactly people are.
GS Street done, and you know what's going on. Like, comment, subscribe, and we're going to keep good vibes, bro. And you know the slogan. At the end of the day got in.